Hello, Panda teacher, here with a very fabulous teaching tool. This is my grammar 3-in-1. This includes a grammar whiteboard. It is to teach conjugating verbs with teaching tools to teach the possessive pronouns and pronouns. So they're like this. They come on popsicle sticks just like this, assembled and ready for you. A little helpful tool for teaching she and he. And lastly, these are super wonderful for teaching demonstratives. This, that, these, and those. So I use these for teaching in class. Hello, Panda teacher, here with how I teach grammar and how to conjugate verbs in my class. This is one of the most difficult skills, I think, for my students, and I never felt very good when I taught it. I use those icky charts that we have on the slides, and I would arrow and point, and I just really never got the point across. This helps. Instead, I skip over those slides. I do talk through them, but I bring them out here to my whiteboard. For jump, I write he jumps. And I can emphasize the S on the end, but here's a little visual cue too. For I jump with no S on the end, I can leave that space blank, and there's a little visual tool for my students. I even use this in unit assessments. If my student's unsure, I point and I help the student without writing the verb, he, and just the even visual touching clue, they get it. Here's the whiteboard. It is very sturdy. It's not one of those cheap dollar store whiteboards, and it has magnets on the back. So it could be put onto a magnetic background if you have like a oil drip pan or the like. So what I do is I begin and cut out the smaller pieces. This one is meant to cover the whiteboard and create the space. So the key here is that I slip it under the sides at the top and the bottom of the whiteboard. And then I put a little rolled up piece of tape on the back, a few pieces all around, and then set that down. So here's the little finished product. Then I take the S and the no S symbol. I leave a little gap on the side so I can just push it under the side here, add a little tape there. And the same thing here, a little gap here, push under the side and tape there. Then I take a Sharpie and a ruler, just like this, and I draw the line. So there's the finished product. The page is attached, nothing falls off, and then everything is all set. Okay, so the next step is the letters come larger. They're a full sheet, and I cut them. I cut them so they're little tall strips like this. I think this makes a different shaped kind of popsicle stick prop, and it's really easy for me to store them and find them. So all I do is then take tape, 2 directions like Scotch tape on the back, and then they are all finished. So these are stored and kept all together like a set like this, and when I'm ready to teach this, I just pull the whole set out and I have them all together. The last thing to show you is my storage in class. I use these. These are popsicle stick maker kits for kids, super cheap and really easy to use. Here's all these here in a set. There's the demonstratives, and then I have long vowels here too. That's another product in my Etsy shop. But again, here's that storage. It all stays together and they're all in a set.